It's been a Christmas tradition in our province for over 48 years. But the singing Christmas tree hasn't always had a home here at the Jubilee Auditorium. Welcome, this is Go Edmonton. I'm your host, Brianne McLaughlin, filling in for Dana Giesbrecht. As you can see behind me, they're setting up for the big performance, and we're going to take you on a tour backstage in just a bit. We're also going to introduce you to the show's co-executive producer, John Cameron, and this year's guest performer, Canadian country music star, Brett Kissel. Now, this isn't the only performance going on in the capital region. In Sherwood Park through December 30th is a classical musical, The West Side Story, community theater at its finest. Here's Shaw TV's Tim Dancy with the story. Well, as you can tell, they're just doing some sound checks here down at the Jubilee. And coming up on Go, we're going to find out just how this spectacular show does more than wow its audiences, but it gives back to local charity. But first, it may not be a 35-foot-high choir-covered tree, but these gingerbread cookies are making their own impact in our city. Shaw TV's Jen McDonald has the story. You go for one of those little guys right now. I might even eat the entire family and not feel guilty about it. It's for a good cause, right? Well, coming up on Go, we speak to the man who makes all the magic happen down here at the Jube, so stay tuned for that next. Welcome back. If you're just joining us here on Go Edmonton, we're down at the Northern Jubilee Auditorium where they are setting up for one of the most spectacular shows of the Christmas season, the Singing Christmas Tree. Now, did you know 2 years ago, this group raised over $102,000 to go to 5 local charities? How amazing is that? Now, coming up later on Go, we talk to one of the show's executive producers, John Cameron, and he tells us who makes this show so special. Now, holiday cheer is everywhere in the capital region right now, not just here at the Jube. And in Sherwood Park, they got a visit from Old St. Nixon. Well, I was going to try and play you guys a nice Christmas tune, but since when do you have to turn them on? I'll have to get them to check this out, make sure it's working before the show. Anyways, we all know that music is a huge part of the Christmas season, especially if you're coming down to enjoy the Singing Christmas Tree. But so are holiday parties, and with those come alcohol. And these students are showing us in a creative way not to drink and drive. Well, as promised, we're here with the man of the hour, John Cameron. He's the executive producer. He plays the piano. He probably just does he probably gets in those little outfits and does all of the choir himself, for all I know.
No, we've had over 500 volunteers in this production, so I'm just one of the guys that kind of put it together along with my good friend Emmanuel Fonte and Don Robinson. So we're all co-executive producers, and we put this whole thing on. So what is the history behind the Singing Christmas Tree? Where did the idea come from? It's been in Edmonton for over 45 years, and it started in a local church here. The church no longer exists, so back in 2009, the group of us got together and said we need to bring this tradition back to Edmonton, and so we purchased the tree structure, as you can see there, and we started doing it here in the Northern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium for the last 5 years.
So my question is how hard is it to keep a show like this together? You have singers, you've got dancers, you've got guest performers. How do you make sure it all turns into a spectacular performance?
Well, one of the great things about the three of us is we're all good at different things, and Don is an amazing guy at getting all the technical stuff and making sure everybody's on track there. Manny's amazing with the choir and the orchestra and all the musical aspects of it. So we all just work really well together to make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right, so my personal question is, what is your favorite Christmas carol?
My personal favorite Christmas carol would be Silver Bells.
Silver bells.
Silver bells.
You're much better than I am.
It's Christmas time in Edmonton.
Edmonton, that's right, in Yeg.
Yeah.
We can make it like a hip-hop version. Silver bell,
Yo. Love your jam.
Okay, one final question. It's very important. Do you like eggnog, John?
Yes, I love eggnog, especially with a bit of rum in it, or a eggnog latte.
So, coming up next, Micah the mixologist is going to show us a spin on that.
Ooh.
So let's check that out. Well, if this isn't an all-access backstage pass, I don't know what is. Welcome, you're watching Go Edmonton, and we're at the Jubilee Auditorium learning all about the amazing Christmas show that is the Singing Christmas Tree. Now, if it couldn't get any better than that, later on Go, we're going to catch up with Juno and CCMA Award winner Brett Kissel. Now, speaking of success, after 36 years in the jewelry business, Jerry Gilroy shows no signs of slowing down, especially when it comes to his business and charity work. Here's Brad Walker with the story. All right, so we're here with a Juno Award winner and two-time CCMA Award winner, Brett Kissel. How are you doing?
Really good, thank you.
Perfect. So you were invited to be this year's guest performer at the Singing Christmas Tree. Now, after winning 2 major awards, how does that make you feel?
Definitely really good, because this is a world-class show. And John Cameron, who's the producer of this event, the minute he invited me to come out and be a part of this, it was an instant yes. It's one of the best shows that I think I've ever had the opportunity to be a part of.
So we were talking about that. You have your own show. You've been opening up
Correct.
for Brad Paisley.
That's right.
So he's one of the biggest country stars ever.
True.
So how does it compare when you have your own band, you know, you're used to your own songs, your own routine, and then you get thrown on stage with 150-person choir, an orchestra, God only knows what else is going on. Like, how do you handle it?
Well, for me, I mean, it's easy to handle in the sense, I mean, music is music. So I'm happy to be performing with John and his incredible band. We've got members in the Edmonton Symphony, and like you said, 150-person choir. Is it different than when I'm out on stage with Brad Paisley? 100% different. But it's still a very exciting, I think, moment and opportunity in my career to play things that are a bit more kind of big band and swing and these great Christmas classics. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity.
So I understand that you received your first guitar when you were 6 years old from your grandfather.
Grandma, that's right, grandmother.
Okay. So for me, I remember one of the first songs I ever learned was like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Christmas songs. Yeah. What was the first Christmas song you learned to play on your guitar?
You know, that's a great question. I think it was an old classic by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. It's called I'll Be Home with Bells On. And it's just this easy country song in the key of G. It's like, I'll be home with bells on. And it was, I think, the first Christmas song I learned to play.
Wow, that's old school.
Oh, it was old school. It's like that was listening to Grandma and Grandpa's record player and putting that 33 on and just letting it go and go and go, and then bringing up the needle so I could hear it again and play it again so I could learn it.
If that isn't Alberta country boy for you, I don't know what is now, people. Okay, so since you are in the show, you're the guest performer, you got to know your Christmas lyrics. So we're have a little game.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try
You're not allowed
this
to
out.
look at my sheet. So it's
Okay.
going to be, I'm going to sing the first line. I'm sorry for all of you at home that have to listen to that. But it will be mellowed out by his beautiful voice. Okay, here we go. Number 1.
Okay.
Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices.
Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born.
Ding,
Right?
ding, 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 ding,
Right,
ding,
ding, ding, ding.
One.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Oh, Holy Night.
Oh, Holy
Okay, number
Night.
2.
That's right.
This is a short one.
Okay.
The stars in the bright sky.
Look down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
Bang on.
Yeah.
That was number
Wait,
2.
ding, 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 ding,
Away
ding.
in a manger.
Thank you.
Okay, number 3. The presents are all wrapped with care, but I don't see my name down there.
That's a good one. I guess that this whole affair is going not so good so far. That's country singer Brett Kissel right there. Not So Perfect Christmas, right?
Look at that. He even knows the words to his own song. Thank
Well,
God you
I
got that
tried.
one right. How bad would that have been?
It would have made for great TV. Embarrassing for me. Embarrassing. For me.
Well, we won't embarrass you any longer.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time. Good
pleasure.
luck.
Thanks,
Good luck.
Brianne.
Knock it out of the park. Break a
Yeah.
leg. Don't actually break a leg.
No, it's. I hope. I've never broken a leg or a limb on stage, but you know what? I need a lot of luck when I step out there. So thanks for wishing me good luck.
Well, Alberta is cheering you on.
I
So there you
appreciate
go.
that.
And from Christmas songs to more Christmas songs, here is the Lansdowne School, and you're on the Go calendar. Silent night, holy night. I'm just kidding. After watching this entire show about how amazing the Singing Christmas Tree performance is going to be, it's probably not me you want to listen to. Now, if you'd like more information, you can go to their website at edmontonsingingchristmastree.com. Thanks for watching Go Edmonton. I've been your host, Brianne McLaughlin. We'll see you guys next time. And can you believe I'm at the top of this tree?